Hi guys, this is our tutorial about designing a cockpit. So a cockpit's going to be like a piece that stands up vertically and passes through these two parts of the plane to create strength. And it's going to be used for us to attach a string line from the rudder through the cockpit so that we've got nice symmetrical balance for your plane. Okay, so I have two files saved. This is my assembly and these are my single parts. Okie dokes. Last class we looked at how we could create a little hole in the rudder as well for the purpose of just laser cutting that nice and neatly. I've just forgotten how to navigate here. There we go. So there's our little hole that we drew last time. So I'm going to need to create a new sketch, and I'm going to make sure I click on my view cube here to get it on the same plane as my other parts. And for a very basic cockpit, I'm going to take a circle. Now I'm going to make it a similar width to my rudder. So I know that my rudder's length is 50 millimeters. So I'm going to click here and start to drag out, and I'm going to type 50 mm and press enter. Alrighties, and now I'm going to quickly just create a line across. So we're going to go from one side to the other, and I'm going to get my trim tool and I'm going to trim away half of my circle. Okay, my next step here is I'm going to grab a rectangle and I'm just going to draw a rectangle out like that. Now in this case I'm going to make mine nice and strong, so I'm going to make the this little mortise, I'm going to make it 30 millimeters and press tab, and I'm going to make it 6 deep, so that means it will pass through the fuselage and the wing. So 6 and press enter. Now we can see how that's been built. It's a little bit off to the side. So what I could do here is I could dimension, and I could go from center circle until outer edge here, so this distance here. And if I want to make that symmetrical, I know that the total length of the little rectangle underneath is 30, so I can make that 15. Press enter. Alrighties, and that will do. Okay, so now if we press finish sketch, we could actually, if we were going to be really accurate, we could go in there and trim away. So how about we go back into that sketch there. Let's locate that one. There we go. So we're going to do it the correct way, and we're going to go in and get our trim tool, 1 and 2, trim those lines. Beautiful, finish sketch. And we're going to extrude that shape. So I click on that one there. That was my extrude tool, guys. Click on that one there and enter 3. And press enter. Okay, so if we now check our little home, we now have an additional piece, which is our cockpit. Okay, now I've been very naughty and I haven't cut a hole in it, so I'm just going to rotate around again, and I'll just get my pan tool here and center that for us. So I'm going to create a sketch and click on the part that I want to edit. Cheeky inventor. There we go. And I want to put a small circle here. Okay, we know that it needs to be 3 millimeters. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could then use my dimensioning tool and dimension from this edge here. So if you knew the distance, if you needed to move it, you could do that. All right, now if I press finish sketch here, and we're going to zoom in. Okay, it's important that we extrude this. So we're going to hit extrude. And when we're doing extrusions, it's always good to have one of your views. Go. I'm just going to hit my home button. There we go. One of your 3-dimensional views, preferably your isometric view, so that you can see what you're extruding. Okay, so I'm going to zoom right in. I'm just going to move this palette over here so that you can see what we're doing. So I've clicked on that one there, and what we want to do is we want to select our type to all, our operation to cut, and the direction, we need to make sure that it's actually going to cut through. Okay, now if I press an OK here, that should work. It doesn't, because we're performing a cut all extent type, it's changed, so I'll just say all. Once we've made sure that that direction is going down through the shape, it should be correct, okay? All right, and you can see there we've cut a hole, so that's perfect. If I go to my top view now and we pan around, we should be able to see all the way through. Perfect, that's what we were after. Okay, so that is creating the cockpit. Thank you.